And I know y'all are wondering about what's going on with me. And y'all will learn more as I do. Whew. So I had my therapy yesterday and I made some decisions. And I should be having a guest at some point in the very near future. And I tell you what, it'll be nice to have someone to share the food with on my mukbang days. Ooh-wee. But anyway, as I go through stuff, I'll keep y'all informed.
It's all just a little bit of history repeating. Hi guys, how are you doing today? My name is Kidneyjay. The J stands for jerk because my kidneys are a pair of jerks. And this is a hungry fat chick video. So the clip in the beginning was Candy in her most recent mukbang, some PJ's Pizza here, Papa John's, telling us that she is going to have her essentially homeless ex-husband move in, who is currently living with her son. Now, we saw this actually back in 2022, and I'm going to show you those clips of when Red, that's her ex-husband's name, moved in, before, during, and after, and how that turned out. But before I do get started, could you guys smear some garlic sauce on that like button? Maybe sprinkle some mozzarella on that subscribe button if you're new. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you. Love learning from you. As well as I do have memberships if you want to support my channel that way. 2 tiers. They are listed down below. Alright, so let's get into the DeLorean, let's get into our time machines, and go back to July 2022, where Candy talks about Red right before he moves in, and everything she would need him for.
What I'm gonna do? Am I gonna say it? Am I not gonna say it? I mean, as y'all can tell, yes, I'm excited, yes, I'm happy. But the decision still kind of weighs on me, and there's still kind of like worry and stuff like that. You know, like, what if things don't work out right? Let's go back to the way things are. So, I'm having someone come live with me. Okay. And this has been a long time coming, to be honest. Like, a long time. I've discussed it with my therapist, with Susan, Nick.
So if you watched my last video, she said she's going to discuss the change again with her current therapist. Now, this therapist that she was seeing in this clip like 2 years ago, Candy said that it was more like a friendly relationship. They would talk about the weather, what shows they were watching, etc.
My oldest and dearest childhood friend. So here I am, just 5 months into living alone, and I realized that I need a lot of help. I need a lot more help here than I've ever needed. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling here on my own. Also, there were things that I wouldn't ask or feel comfortable asking Chris to do for me or help me with or whatever. Like, just straight up things like clipping my freaking toenails. I mean, you know, ooh, sorry, but when my hip, I didn't used to have a problem, but the sciatica has made it like nearly impossible for me to reach my feet. Like just bending down and doing stuff like that is like, no way. And this person, we have a lot of history.
So the curious little beans out there who are wondering who is Chris, Chris was just a friend that would come over and help her periodically. But let's get into when Red moved in and what he was doing for her. Sort of relationship type vibes. You'll notice a ring and a necklace that Candy explains as well.
Are there still any of those left?
Let me see.
If not, I'd take a ginger ale.
No.
See, I'm already putting him to work.
Yep.
Isn't that awful? Thank you, baby. Can't see off camera. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maz Courtney says, I noticed a new ring on your finger, question mark. I was like, yes, it's a ring. Red gave it to me when he came. It's kind of a symbol of our bond. You know, he's my baby daddy and we're always going to be bonded. So there's that. And I didn't put it on my married finger. I put it on the, like, more of a friendly, you know. I like it. I can't keep it on all the time though, because it does, like, my hands swell once in a while, so it kind of cuts off circulation, but I like it. I like it. He also gave me this. I mean, it's supposed to be for our son, but I was like, I'm gonna hold it for him. I'm gonna hold it for him. I was like, it's mine.
So you can see it starts out all well and good, relationship vibes with the babe and the jewelry and everything else. But then things end abruptly 2 weeks later, and let's hear what Candy has to say, why Rhett was leaving. And guys, I don't know. I can't help but think this is the way it's going to go when he comes around again. And I just want to preface this clip by saying that she talked a lot about how she was binging off camera. Who knows if food was an issue as to why Red was leaving. But let's get into her reasoning as to why Red was leaving and it is no longer working out.
Because middle of next week, I'm going to be on my own again. I mean, I'm sure people were wondering how things were working out here. And it's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Red. It's all me. I'm like, I just came to really, really like my space. And the impulsive, like, I guess, need to have somebody around, or the desire to have somebody around, kind of just overrode all good sense for me. So I feel bad, but I kind of just chalk it up to, like, my borderline personality. I'm like, and I apologize, and I'm like, oops. But, you know, I got him a ticket home, so it's all good. And he can come back and visit. But, and it's not only the borderline, there's other things. I mean, I don't know, you kind of just get used to being on your own. And it's like, nah. I just realized it's just really, really hard for me to live with people.
So there you have it. Last time, 2 years ago, the beginning, middle, and end of Candy living with her ex, Red, and she is going to move him in again this year. For, I think she said only a month, but I cannot help thinking that history is going to repeat itself, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. People could almost argue that Candy might be even worse now with her mental illness than she was 2 years ago. So hopefully not a disaster, but hey, I think it might be. Last time it only lasted about 2 weeks before Candy got fed up. Like I said, there was a lot of binging going on off camera. She says that the reason why is she can't live with people, she can't live without people type of thing. Anyways, guys, let's see where it goes.